Hello and welcome to another exciting pickup video here on Fargo Retro. My name is Eric and we will just be going over the things I've gotten in October and November. I didn't get a ton of stuff, which isn't super exciting, but we'll just go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, the first thing that I got here, I did not actually purchase this, but I've got it on loan from my brother-in-law, and that is the PlayStation VR for the PS4. I tried this once about a year ago. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but there's something really exciting that I absolutely had to get. So this I did purchase, and that's Skyrim VR. And it's super cool. You know, obviously I'm a huge fan of Skyrim. It's just about the perfect, you know, it could be a little better, but it's about the perfect that I could ask for RPG experience. And putting it into 3D really changes it in quite a lot of ways. I personally have to deal with the motion sickness a little bit, so I can't really play more than 30 minutes, you know, to an hour or so. But for those who probably can sit in there and sit in the simulator for a couple of hours, you know, it's going to just be a groundbreaking way to play this game. I personally don't think it's quite out there yet. I wouldn't recommend going out and buying this quite yet unless you were going to buy it anyway. But this is just about the killer app for VR. Bethesda did a really good job with it. I think, you know, again, as the technology gets better, you know, right now I can't imagine going through a 100-hour RPG like this. But for the novelty, for the party game of it, you know, it's pretty cool. I had some people over to play it out the other night, and it was a lot of fun. So, you know, for the pickups, borrowing this temporarily, did purchase this. It'll go back with this when I give it back, so that way, you know, Ryan can try it for a little bit. You know, looking forward to VR continuing to improve. If you saw my last video, you'll notice I got some things that I bought with the intention of reselling. I didn't quite get what I wanted to cash-wise out of my Sega Nomad, but I was able to trade it to a interested buyer in town here. He traded me Mega Man X, which I did not have yet, other than the Sharpie on the back here. Pretty nice quality card, along with 2 box and manual RPGs for the Super Nintendo. Breath of Fire, which is one of my absolute favorite games of all time, and Ultima: The False Prophet. I wasn't a big fan of Western RPGs as a kid because they were obviously geared towards the adult crowd, and I just wasn't very good at them. You know, these were a lot, you know, the JRPG style games were a lot, you know, more colorful, a lot easier to use, and had a little more generic story. So as a kid, you know, and through my youth, I really loved the JRPGs, but as I've become an adult, you know, much like Skyrim, I really like Western RPGs. So I'm really excited to give Ultima a try here. But yeah, Breath of Fire, which is actually really funny. I had the box, I bought it from a rental store, but it was all smushed and it wasn't really the full box. So I ended up throwing that away at some point in the past and really kicking myself. So I do have a copy of Breath of Fire already, so likely my copy will be out on the market locally here before too long. But yeah, really excited to get these here and maybe take a moment here. Take a look at the box stuff here. So I got the boxes open here, and they're a little bit rough shape, like not super poor, but they are worn. They're definitely worn. That's what's nice about the box protectors, is you kind of, not only does it protect the box, but it really cleans up some of the imperfections of it too for the purposes of your collection. Yeah, like the box is pretty damaged here. Yeah, so got a lot of damage up here near the top, but other than that, you know, pretty good. The manuals on them, this one's pretty legit. It's been used, obviously, which is always really fun. You can kind of see someone else's, you know, run through the game and their thoughts and whatever. So you can see them check off as they've been through the towns there. It's really cool. I think there were some notes around the spells and whatever, too. So, yeah, pretty good. pretty good quality instruction booklet. I'll have to look in to see if it has any maps or anything like that. Sometimes they have maps, sometimes they don't. And then the game, little writing on the cardboard there. The game's in good condition, pretty good condition. Kind of looks newish, to be honest. So hopefully that just means it wasn't used much and not a fake. We looked at that. The Breath of Fire manual obviously has a rental on it. Really degrades some of the fun from it, but otherwise looks pretty great. You know, no major damage or anything like that. There is a pretty aggressively taped rental plastic on the front and back of it. If anyone knows where Take Two Video is, let me know. Maybe there'll be a special prize if you comment what the Take Two Video is. And then the cart's pretty good quality here. Yeah, again, that kind of feels newish, but definitely has the wear. I don't think it's fake or anything like that. So yeah, so no maps or anything with those, just the books, cartridge cases, the carts, and the boxes. So the last pickup, it's not super exciting. I went to a buddy's, I saw a friend of mine, he had some stuff posted on Facebook that he was selling through the Facebook market. He was selling a GameCube with some accessories, and I said, hey man, I appreciate you trying to sell that GameCube, let me get that Wavebird though. I need it. So these are hard to find in town for a reasonable price. 20 bucks for the collection here, the receiver and the Wavebird. You know, it's going to need a little clean in here in the controller, but not because it's disgusting, just because it's been used. Guy was a big gamer. And I asked him while I was over there, hey, got anything else that you might be selling that you weren't listed? And he said, absolutely. You see something, you let me know. So I ended up getting his copy of Gradius, which is in pretty great condition label-wise. The back's pretty good, too. I've made a concerted effort to trying to get into shooters more. So I'm looking forward to playing Gradius. You know, it's definitely one of those linchpin series in that. And I also picked up while I was over there, We Heart Katamari. I don't have a Katamari game for whatever reason. You know, I wasn't a huge fan of them back in the day, but I did think they were interesting. Borrowed Katamari Damacy from my friend Mike back in the day. This one doesn't have the book, which kind of sucks, but, you know, for $5 there. I think I paid $5 for Gradius, $5 for this, and $20 for the Wavebird controller. So $30 for those three items isn't too bad at all. So yeah, so it's not a ton of stuff here. Planning on going to school, so I'll probably do less buying. If I'll probably only be looking for real good deals here. I might be doing some trading here going forward. So we'll see how that all turns out. But hopefully a little less on the purchasing side of things and a little more on the reviewing and the gameplay sides of things here going forward. So yeah, thanks for checking out what I picked up here over the rest of, you know, fall here. You know, we'll be moving into the winter season here. I imagine I'll get a game or two for Christmas and whatnot. But yeah, probably a lot less from the pickup side of things here. But I just want to kind of, you know, going forward, engage what I've got here and make a little bit more creating and exciting content. So thanks for watching what I got here so far in this fall. If you liked it, you know, feel free to like, share it on Facebook, share it on social media, comment, subscribe. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter as well. My Instagram's pretty poppin'. You know, I'm not gonna lie there. So, you know, like, comment, subscribe, and if there's anything you want to see me do or any feedback at all, feel free to let me know. All right. Well, thanks for taking a moment to check out what I got here. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care, and goodbye.